Hello everyone, we have covered the theoretical part of our first chapter, that is basic definitions and relationship. Now we are going to see the numerical part. In total we are going to cover 8 problems. Out of that 4 I am covering in this video. Okay, so the very first problem. So in this problem they have given that volume of air is 1/4 of volume, total volume, and volume of water is 1/3 of total volume. Okay, so we have to find void ratio. So for this problem we will first draw a 3-phase diagram, because they have specifically mentioned that in a 3-phase system. So the 3-phase diagram will be like this. Okay, suppose this is air, this is water, and this is solids. Okay. So volume of air is almost 1/4 of total volume. So I will write it here. This is 1/4 of total V. Volume of water is 1/3 of total volume. So it is 1/3 of total volume, and this is the part of solids, that is volume of solids. Okay. Volume of solids will be V minus this volume of air and volume of water. So it will be V minus 1/3 V plus 1/4 V. Okay. So what is void ratio? Void ratio is nothing but the volume of void divided by volume of solids. So E is equal to volume of void divided by volume of solids. Volume of void is nothing but the volume occupied by air and volume occupied by water. So here 1/4 volume is occupied by air and 1/3 volume is occupied by water. So volume of void is equal to 1/3 V plus 1/4 V. And volume of solids I have written V minus 1/3 V plus 1/4 V. As simple as it is. So the numerator will become 7/12 V and denominator will become 5/12 V. Okay, further simplifying this, 7/12 V multiplied by 12/5 V. So this V and this V will get cancelled, this 12 and this 12 will get cancelled. So 7/5, okay, is nothing but this void ratio. Okay, like this we can solve this problem. So for this you need to know what is the void ratio, okay, what is the formula for it, and what is the meaning of its terms. If it is known to you, then you can solve this problem. Okay, now we will see the next problem. In this second problem, we are given with the two soils, soil A and B. Soil A is having void ratio of 1 and B is having void ratio of 2. Both are having same volumes, but when these two soils are mixed together, then what will be the porosity for the third soil sample, that is asked. Okay, so let us consider soil A. Here E is volume of void divided by volume of solids. We know this. The void ratio is 1. Okay, So volume of void divided by volume of solids. So it indicates that volume of void is equal to volume of solids. So total V is volume of void plus volume of solids, isn't it? So I can replace any of this term. So the total volume is 1 meter cube, it is known to us. We replace volume of void with volume of solids. So volume of solids plus volume of solids. Okay, so it becomes 1 is equal to 2Vs. Okay. So now volume of solids is 1 by 2, that is 0.5 meter cube. From this we also can find out the volume of voids. So it is also equal to 0.5 meter cube. This is for soil A. Now in case of a soil B, so I will write 2 and this is soil B. For soil B, the void ratio is 2. So 2Vs is equal to volume of void. This soil is also having volume of 1 meter cube. 1 is equal to volume of void plus volume of solids. So 1 is equal to 2Vs plus Vs. Okay, so 1 is equal to 3Vs. So volume of solids is 0.33 meter cube. After that, volume of voids. Okay, here we have this relation 2Vs is equal to Vb. So and also you will get volume of void is equal to 0.67 meter cube. Now for this third, that is the third soil which is formed because of this mixing of these two soils. Okay, when we mix the soils, the volume of solids is not changed. The volume of solids will remain same. The volume of void may change. So here we should know that volume of solids is same. Okay. So for the third soil, volume of solids is equal to 0.5 plus 0.33. It is equal to 0.83 meter cube. That is nothing but the volume of solids. When this soil A and B are mixed together, the volume is 1 meter cube. Okay, so we got the volume of solids. So the remaining part is going to be the volume of voids. So for that, volume of voids is equal to 1 minus Vs. Okay, so 1 minus 0.83 is equal to 0.17. That is volume of voids. So unit will be meter cube. Now we know that void ratio is volume of void divided by volume of solids. Okay, so volume of voids is 0.17. Volume of solids we have calculated here at 0.83 meter cube. So divided by 0.83 meter cube. So void ratio is 0.20. From this we can find out the porosity. We have the relation between void ratio and the porosity, that is N is equal to E upon 1 plus E. Isn't it? So 0.20 divided by 1 plus 0.20. So it comes out to be 0.167. Okay, that is 16.67%. The key concept in this problem is that the volume of solids are constant. When the two soils are mixed together, the volume of solids are going to be constant. The soil which is form, it may have the different volume, okay, but volume of solids is going to remain constant and volume of void may change. Okay, so that's the key concept here. In this problem, they have given us two soil, they have mentioned their water content and their mass. Both the soils are mixed together and they asking us to find what will be the water content of the third soil which is formed. Okay, so this is related to the mass. Okay, the last problem we solved, it was related to the volume. So when we consider the mass, there will be mass of water and mass of solids only. Okay, so we will not consider mass of air because it is negligible. Okay, that is the concept. After that, in case of a volume of air has to be considered, volume of water has to be considered, and volume of solids it has also to be considered. Okay, but in the case of mass, it is not so. So let us solve this problem. For soil A, the water content is equal to mass of water divided by mass of solids. So this is the basic formula we need to know. So water content is 100% air, but whenever we are expressing water content or whenever we are expressing the result, we express in a percentage, but whenever we are solving the problem, whenever we are having analysis, then we should mention that in a fraction. So when it is 100%, water content is 1, that is equal to mass of water is equal to mass of solids. Okay, so mass of water and mass of solids is same. MW is equal to MS. Okay, then after that, total mass of a soil, mass of water plus mass of solids, isn't it? So for this first soil, mass is 1 kg, it is known to us. Any of these term can be replaced. So my MW plus MW is equal to 1. So mass of water is equal to 0.5 kg in first soil and mass of solids is equal to 0.5 kg. Okay, so we know now what is the mass of water and mass of solids in a first soil. Now in case of a soil B, the water content is 50%, that's why it will be 0.5 mass of water divided by mass of solids. Therefore 0.5 ms is equal to mass of water. Okay, so now the total mass of soil is mass of water plus mass of solids. I can replace this mass of water term with this 0.5 ms. So m is equal to 0.5 ms plus ms. Total mass is 1 kg is equal to 1.5 ms. Therefore ms is equal to 1 divided by 1.5, 0.67 kg. It is a mass, so we have to express that in kg. Okay. After that, mass of water, 1 minus 0.67 kg, that will give us mass of water, and it comes out to be 0.33 kg. Okay, so now these two soils are mixed together. So for that, water content is equal to mass of water. Okay, so here we got mass of water as a 0.5 kg, here we got mass of water as 0.33 kg. So mass of water divided by mass of solids So 0.5 plus 0.33. Next is mass of solids, that is 0.67 kg and 0.5 kg. When we solve this, then what will be the water content? 0.709, that is water content, and it is approximately 0.71, or we can express the water content in a percentage, that is 71%. This is the end of this problem. The key concept involved with this problem is that the mass of air is 0 in case of a mass of a soil. In this problem, the soil which was excavated during field exploration, which is having mass of 840 gram, is immersed in water with the wax coating. So as to determine the density of soil, this experimentation was done. Now we have given the all necessary information and we are supposed to find out the density of that soil. Okay, so this is mass of soil, that is 840 gram. This is mass of soil with wax coating, that is 885 gram. So if you want to find out the mass of wax, then you have to subtract this mass of soil from this mass of soil with wax. Okay, so solution, first step will be finding the mass of wax. Okay, mass of wax. So for that, M is wax minus M soil. So 885 minus 840, that will give us 45 gram. Now we know the density of this wax. Depending on the density of wax, we can find out what is the volume of that wax. So rho wax is equal to mass of wax divided by volume of wax. Okay, so rho wax is 0.91. Mass of wax is 45 gram. Volume of wax we need to find, V wax. 45 divided by 0.91, 49.45 centimeter cube. So the volume occupied by coating of a wax surrounding the soil is nothing but the 49.45 centimeter cube. When the soil mass was immersed in the water, it has displaced certain amount of water. Okay, the mass of that water displaced is nothing but the 479 gram. So depending on this mass and density of water, we can find out what volume of water was displaced. So now rho W is equal to mass of water by volume of water. So density of water is 1 gram per centimeter cube. Mass of water is 479 gram. And volume of divided by volume of water. So volume of water is equal to 479 centimeter cube. Okay, so this much amount of water was displaced when the soil sample was immersed in this water. Okay, but it is having wax coating. We already know the volume of wax, that is 49.45 centimeter cube. So this volume of water displaced is 479 centimeter cube. It is inclusive of soil and wax. Okay, so if we deduct this V wax from VWD, we will get exact volume of a soil. So volume of soil is equal to VWD minus V wax. So 479 minus 49.45. 429.55 centimeter cube. Okay, so now the density of a soil. Density of a soil is nothing but a mass upon volume. Mass of soil they have already given, that is 840 gram. We were just supposed to find out the volume of that soil mass. 840 divided by 429.55, 1.95 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, that is the density of soil. So this is the end of this problem.